The Bremerton Knights are coming off an explosive performance to take command of first place in the Olympic League with a win over Bainbridge on Tuesday night. Tonight, in this quality league, the Wright Gators invade Les Eathorne Gym for a non-league affair to battle the Knights. Will the Gators drop a win over powerhouse Bremerton? Over the Knights, again the Gators. Find out next on the ISBNSports.com Game of the Week. It's the 16-1 Gators and the 12-3 Knights as the action starts now. All right, and good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Les Eathorne Gym in Kinross Court. Well, we'll be spending a lot of time here. It's our second game this week here at Les Eathorne Gym, and they take on the 16-1 Wright Gators. Jim, you know a lot about this team more than I do. I know you said it's a private school, number 1 ranked. It'll be an interesting game for the Knights to see how they respond to that tonight.
No, this is a huge game. This is the number 1 team in the state. They're tied with Rainier Beach. I looked this morning just to double check in the top 25. Bremerton does not appear in the top 25 rankings for Sports Illustrated. But they went into Rainier Beach, opening game of the season, and beat Rainier Beach in their own house. So that's why, part of the reason why they're ranked number 1. They also went down to the Les Schwab tournament down in Portland, Oregon over the holidays. Very high profile tournament, teams from out of state, lost in the semifinals and finished 3rd in there. That's their only loss. Some references for people local. They play in the same league that Clahalia plays in, and play in the same league that East Jefferson plays in, which is the combination of Chimica and Port Townsend together. So league-wise, they're not getting that great of a tournament, but what Sports Illustrated had to say was just no backing off for this group, which is willing to play any team, big or small, at any time. This is how much confidence the Gators have. So it's going to be a good game tonight.
And again, you look at the lineup for Wright Gators. Again, just like Bainbridge Island, they have the height advantage over the Bremerton Knights, but the Bremerton Knights showed they can counter with that height, with their speed on the floor. As we get ready, we'll touch on that more in just a moment, as the color guys are going to come out for the national anthem. And performing our national anthem here tonight at Les Eathorne Gym will be Aiden Parks, as the color guards making their way out on the floor. As they make their way on the floor, we'll wait for Aiden Parks to sing the national anthem. Always and we were right, Jim, they haven't had the knight in their armor out here in a long time. Here we go. Aiden Parks will perform our national anthem. Anthem singers here, and that was Aiden Parks doing a nice job on the national anthem as we get ready for the Wright Gators and the Bremerton Knights here tonight at Les Eathorne Gym in Kinross Court. I was talking before we went to the color guard and the national anthem, the size advantage for the Wright Gators. They have every single starter on this team is over 6 feet, Jim.
They all have 6 feet?
They get down the court quick. They're like the like Squidly Diddley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Bremerton's got a size. Bremerton's got a size disadvantage, so we'll just have to see.
Well, as the introductions about ready to be announced, and here's Jay Montgomery with the starting lineups.
A 6'2" senior, number 2, Jeremiah Harshman. A 6'5" junior, number 13, Ryan Holiday. A 6'4" senior, number 21, Martin Kopanger. And a 6'7" senior, number 14, Will Rieger.
There's your starting lineups for the visiting Annie Wright Gators. In a moment, they'll dim the lights, and Jay Montgomery will announce the Bremerton Knights starting lineups. Here, the lights getting dim.
And now, your starting
Are you scared, Jim? Lights are down. A lot of people here.
Sophomore wearing number 0, Enoch Taylor. A 6'1" sophomore, number 2, Aaron Matthews. A 5'10" freshman, number 11, Jaden Turner. A 6'6" senior, number 3, Wright Allen. And a 6'3" sophomore, number 10, Jalen Davis.
Okay, there's the starting lineup for the Bremerton Knights. Let's go through the Annie Wright Gators again. A 6'6" senior, Noah Shaw. A 6'2" senior, Jeremiah Harshman. A 6'5" junior, Brian Holiday. A 6'7" senior, Will Rieger. And a 6'4" senior, Martin Kopanger. Getting the starts for Dominic Williams tonight for the Annie Wright Gators. The usual suspects for the Bremerton Knights: a 6'1" sophomore, Enoch Taylor. 6'1" sophomore, Aaron Matthews. A 6'6" senior, Frank Allen. 6'3" sophomore, Jalen Davis. And a 5'10" freshman, in Jaden Turner, who Jaden Turner had a great night shooting-wise against Baymers Island on Tuesday night, Chip.
Yeah, actually, later when we get a few minutes, I learned a little more about him.
All right, tap up by the Gators in the backcourt, controlled by Harshman. And the Gators. And that purple and gold. That purple and gold, Jim? What are they wearing out there? It's a dark, some kind of blue. Okay. Cross-court pass intercepted by Matthews. Nice fly down the floor. The scoop pass out the far side, but Turner swirls in and out. Matthews is after the rebound. Feeds out to Jaden Davis, who flies in. Can't get the floater to fall down. Rebound pulled down by Holiday. Who hands off to Kopanger, who comes in the front court. Runs into the defense of Turner. Gets off to a stop and hands it off to Harshman. Operating between the circles now is Shaw. Near side to Harshman. Now to Shaw. Feeds it out for a long off-angle 3 by Kopanger. Off of the rebound pulled down by Holiday. Swatted out of there by Frank Allen, I do believe. Was the Knight who's able to get a hand on that and swatted out of bounds.
No, it's Jalen Davis. Yeah.
Good job by Jalen Davis to get out there. And
It's not shielded off by your monitor like you were in North Mason.
here's the inside. To Shaw, who scores 2-0 Annie Wright. Matthews with it on the top of the point, operating there. Schedule a stop. Thought he might feed off. He stepped back for a shot and said feeds off to Jalen Davis. Out to Turner. Good defense on him by Harshman. 8 on the shot clock for the Knights. Retreating backwards to Turner. Spins into the lane. Elevates from 16. Back iron. Rebound pulled down on the play by Will Rieger. Long pass down. Too tall for Kopanger. Almost hit the backboard. Davis to Matthews. Spins into the lane. Gets it back out to Taylor near corner. Drives in, gets a pick from Allen, now gets it back out on top. 14 on the shot clock for the Bremerton Knights. Turner with it. Still with it as he maneuvers around the top of the circle to the inner angle, hands off to Taylor. Drives off the side of the floor. Feeds to Jalen Davis in a big line, but too far. When Jalen Davis put it on the hardwood, it was out of bounds. Turnover by the Bremerton Knights. Turning it 2-0 with 5:56 to go here in the first quarter of action.
For the game, I got through a melancholy attitude.
Driving in is too strong. It's Holiday. Davis to Matthews. Feeds out to Turner. Good defense by the Wright Gators here early. Nice to get the score. It's almost 3 minutes in.
Number 1 team in the state, you're going to have a good defense.
Davis. Eldates from 18. Off the mark. Rebound pulled down again by Cowpanger. $5:11 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Hartsman. He's the far side to Cowpanger for 3. Back iron. Here's Allen with the rebound. Feeds off to Dalen Davis as he takes his time coming into front court. Zone defense shown by the Gators. Tater goes up at a shot blocked by Cowpanger. Gators going right to left. Here's Harshman. Knights also in the zone defense. To feed it in. Holiday who feeds out for the pass, intercepted by Davis. Davis on the run. Flies in with the left hand. Shoots it, scores. He was bumped and knocked down and fouled on the play. Jalen Davis gets the Knights on the board at the 4:34 mark here in the first quarter of play.
You know, D'Angelo Moore play. You got guys on him. You know you're going to get hit. You go up to shoot the basket, anticipating getting hit, so you go to the free throw line.
Davis trying to get the Knights to lead. Good free throw shooter. Here's the free throw. First lead change of the game. No. Here's Harshman. Skips in. Feeds out to Walsh. Who checked in on the free throws. Shot off the mark, going up is Cowpanger. He is fouled on the play by the Bremerton Knights.
He tried to pack that offensive rebound and got rid of it.
Foul on Frank Allen to be his first team foul on the Knights. Cowpanger at the line. 6'4" senior, and he hits the first free throw. Next free throw is good. 4-3 Gators. Here's Matthews. To Turner. Counted by Harshman. First near side. Hand off to Davis. Double team. That's their plan. They're going to try to double team Davis every time he touches the basketball. Turner. Harshman, good defense on him. Feeds out to Davis for 3. In and out. Cowpanger yanks down the rebound. Gators going right to left. Speed in the front court, handing off to Harshman and set up the offense. 3:31 to go here in the first quarter. Packed house here at Les Eathorne Jeff. Harshman to the corner. The Walsh. Try to get it back out to Harshman as the ball jabbed away. It's thrown away by the Enoch Taylor. And Harshman will get the foul for the Gators, his first.
Yeah, he was a late call by our Holiday buddy, but he made the right call.
Good to see DJ Joe Frank out there, Joe Guerrera, and the other two. I always forget their names. I know you know. Baloney. Taylor. It's just a 2. Gives a nice pass to lead.
It seems the more awkward the shot is as it going in for Enoch.
That's it, a 5-4. Harshman drives in. His own little runner from 8 feet and hits. Jeremiah Harshman gives the Gators a 6-5 lead.
No, I got a chance to, as I was saying earlier, an update on Turner. As we know, he came out of St. Louis, but I forgot to ask why he transferred here, but he was very highly recruited by the private schools in St. Louis as an 8th grader. So they were kind of disappointed that he came to the West Coast. So we, by just sheer chance, we ended up with a gem.
How you do the rest because they did all your Wildcats games. And I always forget it.
No, I mean, I know the rest by sight, but if Joe will tell you that I'm not good with names, so I have names for them.
If they had a number on their back, I would certainly know. Hey, I want to get a shout out to John Talcott. And I know, I can't remember where I was told where he lives. Hey, John, but we appreciate you tuning in to all of our broadcasts on YouTube and or the ISP Sports Facebook page, or logging on to ispnsports.com to watch the replays of the games. We appreciate you, and we hope you enjoy the Bremerton Knights games, John. John Talcott. Hey, man, thanks for tuning in to the broadcast. All right, Knights. Matthews paid some pressure with Harshman coming on the back court. Going to get physical out there today, Jim.
Oh, yeah, no, this is a basketball game.
I thought it was broadcasting a football game tonight. Thanks for the update. Enoch Tater skips it into Allen. Nice job by the big man, McEverly, to make him go and reach the basket. Feeds down to Turner. Can't get down when to go down, and pops out of the heel of the iron. 6-5. Here's your score. Gators on top. Nice come down. Jabbed out of bounds. Nice throw bounds off to our right. 2:08 to go here in the first.
Bremerton not shooting very well right now from the field. All their points have come off of fast breaks. And so that's going to be a turnover.
Steal by Kopanger. Goes in with a rack attack. Martin Kopanger goes up high and sends it down hard. Let's come back and leave it short. Harshman setting up the offense. Dominic Williams, their head coach, shouting instructions. To the baseline. Near side for 3, in and out from Shaw. Rebound pulled down by Allen. And a loose ball foul called on the Gators. Going to go against Cale Carter, the 6'2 junior. Nice one bounce off to our left. Peter Davis McCorder will check in for the Knights.
Yeah, Turner's just all forward.
Jalen Davis is 3. Who gets the other 2, Jim, for the Knights? There we go. Yep, thank you. Here's Enoch Tater again. Won't fall down. Kopanger with the rebound. Harshman is the straw that serves the drink for the Gators. He drives in and kicks out to the far corner. Here's Carter. In and out. Harshman gets the offensive rebound, feeds underneath. And then going up, there's Frank Allen. He says, do not come in here. And pounds that one off the wall, off the far side, out of bounds. Nice block by Allen.
No, Bremerton standing up to any right, so like that one again.
Block number 2 by Frank Allen.
Basically sending a statement that you come inside, we're going to block it.
Harshman rolling down again. Feeds it out, Show. Far side to Kopanger for 3. Got it. Martin Kopanger, he's got 5. It's 11-5. Biggest lead now at 6. Back the other way, Kopanger. Cut off by the defensive Taylor. Last time the Knights, I can't even think the last time the Knights only scored 5 points in a quarter. Shaw. Got it. Shaw hits it. The ripple and the triple for Shaw. 14-5. Biggest lead sits at 9 for the Gators with 27 seconds to go here in the first half, in the first quarter. Check me. Well, step aside. You're listening to Bremerton Knights basketball on your Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network.
When you find yourself in need of insurance, you ask yourself, where do I go? Who's the best? Who's the most affordable? If this is you, your questions have been asked. H&K Insurance. H&K Insurance is an independent insurance agency specializing in customized policies. They represent a variety of different insurance companies who offer comprehensive packages at affordable prices. H&K Insurance has 3 locations, Silverdale, Port Orchard, and in Bremerton. See how H&K Insurance can assist you. Call 360-477-7645. H&K
I also want to give a shout out to the Bremerton Knights cheerleading squad. They went 1-2. They were the best. They won the cheerleader competition. So congratulations to the Bremerton Knights cheer team. And I think Jen Owens is their coach, I believe. I'm getting her name right. Knights will balance full court pressure shown by the Gators. The quarter with it. Trying to get it off to Davis. Now he finally gets it off to Matthews. Just feeds in the front court and get off there, but he for the Kopanger. 15 on the game clock. Shot clock is off. Ball's loose. Down comes up with it. Drives in. Far side with 2. Harshman with 1. Fires off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Rowan McEvely. And that will end the first quarter play. The Gators lead the Bremerton Knights 14-5 after 1 quarter play. We'll be back with second quarter action. You're listening to Bremerton Knights basketball, presented by Bremerton 76.
Well, howdy. Welcome back to Bremerton 76. Your usual, honey? A large biscuits and gravy? No, wait. Maybe a breakfast burrito? Oh, you want a sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich. Which one are you going to have today, darling? The bagel, croissant, English muffin, or biscuit? A breakfast burrito too, sugar? You must be hungry. And a large cup of coffee? Oh, you be careful now. Here at Bremerton 76, it's always hot. Oh, how about a brownie for later? You know we make them fresh. Thank you, baby. We'll see you later for lunch here at our deli. We have those burgers you love with all the fixings and our special sauce. Bye now. Y'all come back now to Bremerton 76. You know where to find us, honey. Right here on the corner of Rideout Road and Wheaton Way in East Bremerton.
So, Jim, did you stop by there today? As you drive by there?
No, I didn't go by the east side today.
Oh, all right.
I had to go up in the
Kind of like the Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Here's a tight feed inside to Jalen Davis off the window, but too strong. There to get the rebound with Shaw, but it goes off his hands and out of bounds. And nice little inbounds off to our right. Second quarter action. 14-5 inbounds to Davis. Out to McWhorter, wide open for 3, too strong. There's McEvely, the 6'7" senior, yanking down the rebound. Harshman in the front court for the Gators. They've built themselves up a 9-point lead in the first quarter. Looking to add to it here as we get rolling into the second quarter of play. Harshman out on top. Converged down by the defense of the Bremerton Knights. Kind of slowly walked to the far side, trying to feed it inside. Now drives and kicks to Shaw. Cross-court pass here to Kelpanger. Goes up and a block on the play by Turner, but Turner is whistled for the foul. And shooting 3 will be Martin Kelpanger, the 6'4" senior for the Gators. See what kind of touch Rowan McEvely, the 6'7" senior, has for the Gators at the line. First free throw is good. And officially I got in for 6. And Jay Behem is coming in. Down Anderson was coming in. And they're going to have to make him wait one more free throw, I do believe, before they let Anderson and Behem come in. After this free throw by Kopanger is also good. Here's 2. Anderson will check in. Allen will go out. And Taylor will go out as Anderson and Behan come in for the Knights. to take the forward with Recorder, Davis, and Turner. That free throw was also good. Makes all three. Here's a steal. Here's Harshman. Drives in and kicks out for Walsh. Doesn't take the shot and feeds off back to Harshman instead, who drives into the lane. Good defense on him by Turner, drawing the offensive foul on Jeremiah Harshman, the 6'2 senior on the Gators.
Yeah, I wasn't looking, but who had the steal? Who gave up the ball for Bremerton?
George might go. I was writing some numbers, jotting something down. Davis to Turner, and Davis draws the offensive foul. He bangs in to Kofinger, and Davis draws his second personal foul. Keep an eye on that. Second team foul for Bremerton.
Foul problem. The problem is Bremerton's not shooting well at all from the field. They've only made one outside shot.
Eerie similarity to the Bainbridge Island game, where Bainbridge couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. 17-5. Gators on top of the Bremerton Knights in front of a packed house here at Les Eathorne Gym, and Ken Mills scored. Harshman with it. Spins in. Nice deep on team by Davis. Feeds back out to Walsh. Kofinger with it with 3-2. Elevate for 3. Misses a wide right. The shot clock violation as it did not draw iron. And it'll be a nice bounce ball inbounding off to our left. Broadcast presented by Bremerton 76. Home of the best. This is the gravy on the go. Good stuff. They have bacon wrapped cheese hot dogs. They're not too bad themselves. They have Polish hot dogs, regular hot dogs, corn dogs. No foul on the play, just ball knocked out of play. Bremerton Knights maintain possession on the off to our right on the far side of the floor on the baseline. And we have another foul.
Yeah, Bremerton right now, it's in their hands of what's going to happen here. They've got to find some outside shooting, and that's the key.
John with the foul. His first. Both teams have 2 team fouls. Here's the quarter from the corner, too strong. Here's Rieger with the rebound for the Gators. They come back in the front court, right to left. Jeremiah Harshman getting the instructions again from Dominic Williams. Setting up the offense. Top of the key to Rieger. Now to Shaw. Back to Harshman. Anderson on him defensively. Feeds it inside, knocked away from Bean. They're going up. He spins away. There's Will Rieger. He gets his first 2. And it's 19-5. Biggest lead now at 14.
Yeah, Bean had a good move. He was behind the guy posting it up, and it looked like it was a clear entry pass. Bean came over the top with his right hand and tried to pull it outwards, and the guy was strong enough to hold him off. And then he spun to his left and was wide open for the shot. Bean almost got it from the backside on a block. So it was a good one-on-one play down there.
This broadcast is presented by Bremerton 76, brought to you in part by H&K Insurance, Chiropractic Lifestyle Center, PC Parts and Service, Los Cazadores Mexican Restaurant is currently being remodeled, Cooper Auto Repair, BremertonJunk.com, Almost Candid Photography, Minette Day Spa, Tiny Mushroom Sign Shop, Fraternal Order of Eagles, all helping out put this broadcast into production here at Les Eathorne Gym and Ken Mills Court. Came back with Jim Fortune. Knights trail at 19-5, and a dismal shooting quarter and a half for the Bremerton Knights. Turner brings it in the front court. Right for the Gators, stifling the Knights offense. 5 minutes to go here, second quarter. Anderson to Davis. Down on him in his hip pocket. Back to Davis, tries baseline, drives in, high off the window. It won't go down, but he is fouled on the play. And it's going to go against Ryan Holiday, the 6'5 junior, sending Jaden Davis to the free throw line.
You know, remember when I was talking about Turner earlier, he's been starting for junior as a shooter, but Aaron Matthews got pulled out because he had 5 turnovers in the first quarter. So Turner's now playing the point guard, which loosens up Davis to do stuff. So it shows you the versatility of Turner. And he's only a freshman.
Davis hits them both. 19-7, 4:51 to go here in the first half. And Jeremiah Harshman seems like he's played every minute of this basketball game so far in the first half.
Yeah, no, he's a solid point guard.
Nice beat inside by Harshman. Nice Kopanger again underneath. He's got 10. It's 21-7, a 2-touchdown lead by the Gators. Turner gets the roll. Turner gets his first 2 of the night.
They needed that.
21-9. 4:11 to go here in the first half. And Harshman with the basketball. Still with it. Nice pass inside. Going up and reversing it up and in. Was Will Rigger. He's got 4. And it's 23-9. Here's Turner from long range. From the outer limits. Jaden Turner, he's got 5. Speed of big buckets, 19 to that one as well. There's Harshman. Crowd just waiting for something to cheer big about. A nice run. And they almost turned the basketball over, regaining control of this Harshman, who straight away elevates and hits. Jeremiah Harshman. Just a ripple and a triple. 26-12.
30-second timeout call.
Coach Davis is going big as Frank Allen checked back in. And I think he's going in for Anderson. We'll see real. No. Well, it's hard to tell because I was going to say Bean, but Bean's untucked his shirt and moved to the back of the timeout circle. So I think he's going back in for Bean.
Number 1 team, cheerleading team out there cheerleading on the other side of the floor. Look around us in a packed house here. This is fun, isn't it? Really fun. Almost as packed house as first East-West All-Star game, that Alumni All-Star game you put together. Which was a heck of a great event, Jim, that you put together back a number of years ago. Here comes the Knights. David Davis speeds into front court. Spins around and sets out the offense. Gives it to Junior Davis the quarter. Now Davis will hit the wing on the right side. Feeds it to Davis and nobody home. Good defense. Shell was in his way. He fires a sidearm pass out of bounds. Turnover by the Bremerton Knights, turning it by 14.
Who's the turnover on?
Turner, I believe. Here's Shaw. Gives it up to Kopager. Far side to Shaw, sets his feet and fires. His front rim. Good body, good box out by Dana Davis. Quick outlet pass to Turner. Stops and pops. Leaves it short. Falls his own shot. Gets it. Left hand fling for short range and hit. David Turner. He's now on 7. Knights hanging around 26-14. 2:25 to go here in the first half. That's right. Knights only have 14 points. At the free throw line to Carter. Still with it. Feeds it inside. Ball jammed away. It's going to go off. And Bremerton Knights is out of bounds. They try to get Rieger on the far baseline. Good defense by the Bremerton Knights. Active hands as Gabe Walsh, the 5'10" senior, checks back in for the Gators, and popping out of their lineup is Cale Carter, a 6'2" junior.
No, they're trying real hard to use their inside presence.
Will drives in, but there's an offensive foul called against the Gators. He's going to go against Will Rieger.
Anderson will pick up the charge.
First personal foul against Rieger. 14th foul on the Gators. Harshman hounding Turner as he tries to come out of back court.
The more I watch him, the more I like him. Except for that turnover.
Davis will save it, but steps on the inline. 26-14. Rich, I think it's Rich Yuri, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Can't remember the other guy's name. Sorry, man. Harshman. 1:45 to go here in the first half. Feeds the far side. They work the ball around back in the hands of Harshman. Buddy hops in, up big, scoops, can't get it, goes, it falls off the front rim, off with the rebound, pulled down by Shaw, and he sticks it up and in. Shaw's got 7. It is 28-14. Lead back up to 14. Big McQuarter fades and fires from the baseline. Allen will tap it up and controlled by Harshman, speeding out of backcourt. Big Graham skids to a stop. Fires near side for Walsh. Feeds it in. Shaw loses control. He kicks back out to Harshman off angle. Turner on him defensively. 14 on the shot clock. 1:02 to go here in the first half. Kopanger fires. Got it. Morton Kopanger elevates and hits the triple. The ripple and the triple for Kopanger. He's having a good night. And it's 31-14. First half action here in the quarter from 18. Tracking it down is Harshman in the near corner. He'll slow things up. 14-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. 35 seconds on the game clock. Now 20 on the shot clock. Kopanger. He's been hot. Won't drop this time. Anderson with a rebound. He then bumped and fouled from behind from Rieger. That'll be a second, I do believe, on Rieger.
Show you how valuable Turner is. He's the only one who's been hitting from the outside. The only other field goal shot we've had was from Enoch early in the first half.
Jaden Davis only with 4 points in the first half. Am I
he's
correct?
He's not hitting. He just come off a steal. He got 4 points off that, 3 points off that steal, and then he hit 2 free throws.
Anderson hits the first free throw. I have to tell you before you. Before I flush the play and go with something else. 31-15. Gators may play for the final shot here in the first half. Leading it by 16. Biggest lead of the night. Actually, 17 is the biggest lead of the night. Shot the buzzer by Harshman won't go down. And the Knights will have a lot to talk about here at halftime. As it's the Yanni Wright Gators 31 and the Bremerton Knights 15. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the halftime stats with George Edgar. When we come back, you're listening to Bremerton Knights basketball on your Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network.
Did you know PC Parts and Service is KidSAP's #1 Apple and PC specialist? Did you know PC Parts and Service offers world-class repairs on your desktop, laptop, Apple, all-in-one, and gaming systems? Did you know PC Parts and Service has the widest selection of computer parts and accessories in KidSAP County? Did you know PC Parts and Service offers same-day or next-day repair service on all computers? Did you know PC Parts and Service offers malware and virus removal with flat fees for in-store labor? Now you do. PC Parts and Service, 1210 Sylvan Way. For inquiries, call 360-373-0424.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast, George. George. And let's think about George Edgar here for the halftime stats. You ready, George? All right. Now, 31-15 is your score here at halftime. 16-point lead. 17 was the biggest lead for the Gators in the first half. But the Knights kind of hanging around, but a poor shooting night in the first half. George will be able to tell you how bad that is. The taller Annie Wright Gators have dominated this first half of action. George, you ready? All right, George, take it away.
First for Annie Wright, they were 11 of 24 from the field and 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Their leading scorer, Martin Kopanger, 15 points. Neil Scow has 7, Jeremiah Hirschman has 5, and Will Regler has 4. As for Bremerton, they're just shooting 5 of 18 from the floor and have committed 8 turnovers against that Gators defense. It is just all over the floor on them. Jadon Turner has 7, Jalen Davis has 5, 2 points to Enoch Taylor, and Dalen Anderson with a 1 free throw at the end of the half. Thanks, J-Max.
Right, so tonight's shooting about 22% here in the first half. Will not get it done against the Gators, my God. In the first half. 31-15 your score. We're back in second of action. We come back. You're listening to Bremerton Knights Basketball and Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network. Gators 15, the Bremerton Knights. Gators 31, the Bremerton Knights 15 here at the break.
Stress symptoms can affect your body, your thoughts, feelings, and behavior without realizing it. Stress that is left unchecked can contribute to health problems. At Manette Day Spa, our highly trained massage expert therapists can recognize problem areas to ease away everyday stress with a variety of massage methods. You owe it to your body. Call Manette Day Spa to book your appointment today, 360-405-0293.